Hi guys, my name is Meads. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a review for the Starship Trooper Invasion. It's a recent CG movie, and this is a Polaris Sky hero. That's his code name, or Major Henry Varro. And that movie is pretty cool. I really liked it. Although there are certain parts that needs work, but nonetheless, the action scenes where they're fighting the bugs. There's actually a cool sequence where he's putting on the armor, and I really like that. I think that's one of the highlights of the movie. I highly recommend if you haven't watched it, although there are adult material on it. So if you're a young kid, probably wait a little bit more years before watching it, or ask your parents. But it is pretty much geared toward teenagers or adults. So just a heads up. Anyways, we're going to look at this awesome figure. I really like this, and as you can see here, a little bit of kind of backstory, and it tells you about the bugs, and it tells you about him, commander of the K-12 Troopers, and they have the power suit. It's kind of remind me of Dead Space with Isaac Clarke. They're having this really cool suit. But even with the suit, there's still the bugs can still penetrate their armor. But they're in space now. I think there's other movies in Starship Trooper that they're in space, or in the, most of which they're in the planet, like the first one. Actually, if you haven't seen the first one, that's actually one of the best. I don't know, for some reason this franchise didn't really pick up, and the movies after the first one was a little bit subpar. But you know, nonetheless, I like it. I'm a fan of Starship Trooper. Alright, so when do we open the box? Alright, so inside, like most recent PlayArt Sky release, you're gonna get the action base, which is great. Although I wish it was on a separate containment, because I don't really want to wreck this box. So most of the time I just leave it there. Maybe eventually later on I will, assemble them. But it gives you instructions on how to swap hands, where the attachment goes to for the rifle, and instructions on how to build the base. So that's pretty cool that they have that. And this is removable from the box itself. It's always a struggle to review figures that are really tall and having a widescreen. But here we go. Here's Hero, and I really like the green. It's a little different. And actually, let me do a quick size comparison with Master Chief. This is the Halo 4 Master Chief one, and they're actually about the same size, although I have Master Chief on a wide stance, but they're about the same size, and just a little color difference. Master Chief has that slightly metallic grayish green, and you have a Hero like the military camouflage green. Yeah, I really like that. So that's a quick size comparison, or pretty much a comparison with the Halo 4 Master Chief. Now this guy has a K-12 decal on his chest. You have Hero right there. It's a little bit of a triangle on his back of his hand, and you get a little bit of markings here in the head. Yep, a really cool power suit. Really nice. Articulation. Let's see. For the head, you can look a little bit up, not so much. Down, left, right. Then you have this shoulder armor. You can move up, and I think there's the ball joint. Trying to move it up. It's kind of stiff. Haven't played with this yet much. And you get the bicep, just 90-degree elbow bend. And like most PlayArts, you have the ratcheting. Then you have a swivel on the bicep, and the torso, a little bit of ab movement, and get the hips. Ratcheting, yes. You get you go up that high on the back. There we go. Maybe not so much, but you have the armor on the way. But I think it's pretty good articulation there. And moving down, you have these cool knee armor. And this actually kind of reminds me of the Tyran from Gundam 00. It's actually kind of cool. Not much bend, and this guy can go up like that. It's quite nice. Actually, when I first got it, it's doesn't flush. I mean, go all the way down. I had to swap them out. Maybe got I don't know. They swapped it by mistake, but you can swap them. You can actually remove these guys here. They're detachable. So if you ever get one and yours is not aligned, try swapping them out. Maybe that will solve the problem. Yep. So that's pretty cool. And you have the foot here. It's on a ball joint, so you don't have that slight tilt. Actually, there's no joint here. On some of the play arts, you can actually tilt this, so you can have a wider stand pose. Not this guy, but nonetheless, I mean, you can slightly tilt it with the ball joint right there. Just play around with it, and there you go. You can have them in wide stands. If you're not using the stand, I would highly advise to use a sticky tack or blue tack, kind of like this one. You can get it from your craft store and put it on the sole. And you know, you can take them out. It's kind of like Play-Doh, and it helps them stand. That's what I've been using, and actually a great a tip from my friend Vector. Told me to try blue tack. I was hesitant at first, but eventually caved in and tried it, and it's actually great. I put it on my figures for my shelf, and it kind of gives you a little bit of reassurance that they don't fall off if someone kind of bump them. Alright, so accessories. Why don't we start with the hands? Alright, so you have the trigger figure hand, which you have here. I'm just gonna put that on, just kind of slide it in. Come on. There we go. And now you have this rifle there. Really nice. And this kind of, I'm curious of what this peg is. Maybe some sort of attachment. Ever made other ones, but I'm not too sure what this is for. On the same note, this right here, you can take this off. It's like the ammo pack. And you put this on, and this is kind of like a grenade launcher attachment. And let me see, figure out how to put this on. I think there's a peg right there. One second, I tried to figure this out. There we go. And you have a grenade launcher. It's nice. On the other hand, you also have the left hand, and this is just pretty much for support. And actually, this one works a lot more with the ammo pack right here. And that's it for the hands. So not so much a variety, but for the most part, it does the job for posing the weapon or the rifle. Alright, and if this is your first time seeing a PlayArts review, they have a straight peg joint system right here, which I really like. Not too fond of the ball joints. Connector, I like the straight one. But I guess it only works if you have a big figure kind of like this. And there we go. And you, I guess, just gonna have supported like that. And there we go. Yeah, actually would look really cool. Actually, I don't know if maybe I should zoom in on the head. Let me do that. Alright, I just want to point on the head. You actually has like 4 eyes, like really small ones, and that's kind of cool. I think those are flashlights, and will be nice if this actually is has a light up gimmick, but it's probably gonna cost a little bit more. But yeah, again, really nice sculpt. I just really like the grunt. Look at this, like it's like a mini tank. Yeah, quite an amazing figure. And again, I think as you see in the movie Most of them are wearing this, and they're in a formation, and they're just there to suppress the bugs as they, rush to, or there's a bug rush. And again, a really cool sequence. And gotta have more firepower. And that pretty much concludes my review. Again, if you're a big fan of Starship Trooper, it's probably, or you may want to consider getting this one. It's a pretty good figure. Otherwise, if you're a big fan of powered suit like myself, probably be something you might like. Again, I got this from Tatsu Hobby. I got it as a special request. They don't have this on their web store, but just depends for the future releases one, or maybe they still able to get this one. Just ask them. Send them an email at info@tatsuhobby.com. Always ask. Sometimes they just haven't updated their website yet, and maybe they have it in stock already, or they may able to help you out. So definitely check that out. They are coming out, or they actually have a web store pre-orders for the DC Universe one. I am looking forward to getting Batman and Wonder Woman. I think they're really great figures, and I think they have other ones too. So again, if you want to get some play arts, you can check out Tatsu Hobby. Otherwise, that's it. If you have any suggestion, comments, or anything that you want to ask me in general, please leave them in the comment section, and I'll try my best to answer them for you. So until then, this is Meads. Thank you for watching.